broken mirrors, haunted dolls, and gifts of knives. Some objects are more than they seem. Could these everyday items really bring bad luck throughout history? Humans have feared certain objects, believing they carry misfortune or even curses. This isn't just about ancient relics locked away in dusty tombs. We're talking about heirlooms, household items, and gifts that might be sitting in your home right now. These beliefs persist all over the world, even in our modern, seemingly rational society. So, is it just superstition, or is there something more to it? Let's dive into the fascinating world of cursed objects and the bad luck they are said to bring. We'll start with one of the most famous superstitions, the broken mirror. I bet you've heard it before. Breaking a mirror brings 7 years of bad luck. But where did this idea come from? It goes way back to the ancient Romans, who were among the first to create glass mirrors. They believed that a mirror didn't just show your reflection, it held a piece of your soul. So, if you broke a mirror, you were essentially shattering a part of your own spirit, damaging your health and your fortune. The 7-year timeline came from the Roman belief that life renewed itself every 7 years. So, you'd have to wait for a full cycle for your soul to be restored. It's a powerful idea that an everyday object could hold such sway over your destiny. Even today, people instinctively cringe when a mirror cracks. It's a superstition that's deeply embedded in our collective psyche, a powerful reminder of how our ancestors viewed the world and their place in it. Now, let's talk about something even creepier: haunted dolls. From the infamous Annabelle, locked away in a museum for the safety of the public, to those old porcelain-faced dolls you might find in an antique shop, the idea of an inanimate object housing a spirit is a cornerstone of horror. It's not just a modern movie trope. Many cultures have long believed that objects, especially those shaped like humans, can become vessels for spirits, both good and bad. This is particularly true for heirlooms. An old family doll passed down through generations might be seen as carrying the energy of its past owners. If that past was filled with tragedy or sadness, well, you might not want that energy in your home. This belief extends to other heirlooms, to a watch that stopped at the moment its owner passed away, or a chair that a family member refused to let anyone else sit in. People treat these items with a special kind of caution, a mix of respect and fear. Have you ever felt an odd energy from an old object? Maybe it's just your imagination, or maybe you're picking up on something left behind. The line between sentimental value and spiritual attachment can be very, very thin. Next up, let's unwrap the danger of certain gifts. Have you ever been told not to give someone a knife as a present? This superstition is surprisingly widespread. The idea is that giving a sharp object, like a knife or scissors, will cut or sever the relationship between the giver and the receiver. It's seen as a bad omen for the friendship. To get around this, some cultures have a clever tradition. The person receiving the knife gives a coin back to the giver. This symbolic payment turns the gift into a transaction, a purchase, which effectively neutralizes the curse and preserves the bond. It's not just knives either. In some traditions, giving shoes is said to encourage the receiver to walk away from you. Giving a clock can symbolize that you're counting down the time left in your relationship. Even beautiful things like pearls have been associated with tears and sadness in some folklore. It just goes to show that even an act of generosity can be filled with hidden symbolic risks, all depending on the cultural lens you're looking through. What's fascinating is how these beliefs vary from culture to culture, but also how they adapt to modern life. While few people today truly believe their soul is trapped in a mirror, they might still throw salt over their shoulder after breaking one, just in case. The fear of cursed objects is alive and well in pop culture. Horror movies constantly use dolls, music boxes, and antique furniture as vessels for evil. These stories tap into a primal fear that the ordinary world around us might not be as safe as it seems. We see it in online forums where collectors debate whether certain antiques are active or cursed. People still design their homes according to feng shui principles to avoid bad energy flow. These ancient ideas haven't disappeared. They've just put on a modern costume. They persist as cultural habits, design trends, and entertainment, showing that our fascination with the supernatural is as strong as ever. So, whether you're a true believer who avoids black cats and ladders, or a skeptic who laughs at the idea of a cursed knife, there's no denying the power of these stories. These objects and the superstitions surrounding them reveal our deep-seated fascination with luck, fear, and the great unknown. They are a window into the human desire to find order in chaos and to have some measure of control over our own fate. They connect us to our ancestors and remind us that some questions may never have a simple answer. And speaking of finding control over fate, our next episode will dive into the world of weddings and love. We'll explore the rituals and superstitions designed to protect a new marriage and bless a couple's future together. From the wedding veil to the bouquet toss, what are the hidden meanings behind these timeless traditions? Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.